Hello, happy Monday. I'm Pastor Debbie with Downtown Disciples. Downtown Disciples are a progressive faith community doing justice, loving kindness, and walking humbly together. We are LGBTQ affirming and we proclaim Black Lives Matter. We say that every time we gather because it matters to us. And I'm so glad that you're here with me today for Children's Time. And I am not at my usual place for Children's Time. Today I am downtown, so I had some people to meet and some things to do downtown. And I decided that this would be a great opportunity for us to walk together downtown and see if we can find signs of God in downtown Des Moines. At worship with Downtown Disciples, we have been going through the Gospel of John. We just started, and John's Gospel has stories about signs of God. So we are going to look for signs of God in downtown. Now, I don't know about you, but it's easy for me to find signs of God outside, like in parks, when I look at flowers and things, but I wonder where God might be downtown with all of this sidewalk and concrete and noise and cars. I want to say hello to Ashley and Eleonora and Heather, and it looks like Connie and Diana, who are with us today. Thanks for being here. And what I'd love for you to do is to chat where you've seen signs of God today. And Rachel's with us now also. So chat about where did you see God today? Signs of God. And I'm especially interested in where Eleonora, since she's a child and Jesus wants us to listen to the wisdom of the children. So Eleonora, where have you seen signs of God today? Or maybe yesterday, have you seen a sign of God being in the world? So here we are downtown, and there's a lot of traffic. So what I see around me is a lot of tall buildings, and I'm wondering, what is the sign that we see of God in all of these buildings? So many of them are empty right now because of COVID, a disease that is hard for us to keep controlled. So there's lots of empty buildings. Where is the sign of God in these empty buildings, I wonder? And now I'm at the place downtown where there's usually water running through here, and they don't have any water running today. So I'm wondering what that has to say to us about God. We have so many stories about water. I guess it makes me think about desert and dryness, especially since it's hot out today. And it looks like we've got a comment from Eleonora. Lemon is Eleonora's imaginary little brother. And that is what COVID has brought to their family. And I think our imagination is a wonderful gift from God. And I'm so happy that you have Lemon in your life, Eleonora. And I think friends can be signs of God's presence for us. So thank you so much for sharing that. So I see some people talking and sitting on a bench together. And I wonder if that's a sign of God's presence, of people being together in the shade. It looks like they're drinking some water, so I'm glad that they have water on this hot day. Let's see, I am in front of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield building, And I know some friends that work there. They're not working there today, but they have been signs of God in my life. So I'm thinking of them as I walk by there. Oh, right up ahead is the sculpture park. And for me, that is definitely a sign of God's presence in the world because of all the beautiful art that is here. And our scriptures tell us that God is an artist, a creator. And I think that God works in and through these artists to give us beautiful art. I'm going to see if I can turn my screen around so you can see it. Yeah, look at this one. It's a smiling face. So that's a sign of God's joy, right? And there's some people in a beautiful tree, real trees, and then artistic trees. Sign of God and God's people having creativity. Here's another sculpture. This one doesn't have as big of a sign or a smile, big of a smile as the other one, but it does have a smile, a little bit of one. Maybe this person is thinking. Wisdom is a sign of God, and wisdom is sometimes what we call God. Let's see. Oh, I want to show you this, Eleonora. I wonder if you have ever seen this great big spider. It is so big, kind of scary looking. I wonder if you have ever seen a spider this big. And could we imagine a spider being a sign of God in the world? I suppose we could, because God created spiders too. And spiders are even artists. They create beautiful webs. Oh, here's some horses. Can you see the horse? And here's another one. If you've ever been able to ride a horse, then maybe you've experienced what it is to feel the wind on you while you're riding a horse, and maybe you have experienced a sign of God's power while riding a horse. Oh, Eleonora remembers the last time they were down by the sculpture park. They remembered us going for church's One Iowa worship. That's awesome. Oh, and here, can you see this? It's a rabbit, a bunny, thinking. Maybe another sign of God's wisdom. Wonder what bunnies think. I wonder what you are thinking right now. Let's see what else we have at the sculpture park. Oh my goodness, there's a great big one over there with a bunch of words. We'll definitely go over there. But first, we're going to look at these. I've always wondered about these. They kind of look like snowmen, but they only have two parts. Usually you think of a snow person as having three. The nice thing about this is there's a white and a black one, so I like to think about the world being made up of different colors and people with different skin. That's a sign of God in the world, diversity. That's beautiful. And can you see the words over there? You see that big head? It's all made of words. So we're going to walk over there and see what letters and words we can make. It's interesting to me because in John's Gospel that we've been talking about, it said in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So here are a bunch of letters made into the shape of a person. It's interesting, isn't it, to think about God's words creating us. In Genesis, it says that God spoke and everything was created, including people. So that's what this sculpture makes me think of, is the word and creators. I wonder what words we would make of all of these letters. So many words. And here's a fun one. We'll do one more. This one has yellow and blue and red shaped people. So more diversity, which we love. It looks like they are going somewhere or doing something. What do you think they're doing? Are they dancing? Are they celebrating? I'll go around so you can see it. How might this be a sign of God in the world? Dancing, I think, is a sign of God's joy. Last week we heard the story of the wedding at Cana during children's time. Pretty sure they probably danced at the wedding. And we remember there was a sign there of water being turned into some delicious wine. Signs of God everywhere. Everywhere. Sometimes we think that signs of God have to be these huge miracles. But there's a song that says, you know, miracles are all around us. Every day, every moment is a miracle. And I would say that you are a miracle. And I hope that you experience God's love today, God's joy. I hope that you get to create like God creates today. And if you make something, maybe you make something to eat, or you color something, or you make a song, I hope that you will send me a message or a picture of that so I can see how you are creating like our Creator God. And now, as we close our time together, I pray that you will experience the love, the peace, the joy, the hope, and signs of the one who loves you best. And may you be blessed to be a blessing. Amen.